Hello people, how you all doing today? And today I will be doing another movie review. And this movie is called Death by VHS. And I don't think a lot of people have heard of it. Well, I don't think anybody's heard of it apart from me. I just randomly found it on a site called F Movies. And when I first saw this movie, I always got VHS in the title. And if any of you know me, you would know I love the VHS movies like VHS 1, VHS 2, VHS Viral, VHS 94. So I think, you know what, this movie might be good. I thought it was going to be another found footage movie because those movies were found footage. They were dope movies. If any of you have not seen the VHS movies that I just mentioned, watch them. They are dope movies. Trust me, one of the dopest movies I've ever seen. Not just because of the horror, but because of what it's about. It's basically like anthologies in those VHS movies. So watch them. You go and see what you think. You'll love it. I first saw this, I was like, oh, this is fantastic. Very important. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's about 1 hour and 15 or maybe under. I can't really remember. So when I watched it, I was like, oh, okay. What the hell is going on here? And trust me, look, as soon as I watched the start, I was like, is this the actual movie or what? I saw like a man like running on like crossing the road or something. He was dressed like a woman or something. I was like, what is going on here? This is not how the VHS movie started. Am I sure I'm watching the right movie? I mean, they said it for VHS, so it's probably one of the worst movies I've seen. You would think like, okay, basically, they have different anthologies in the movies, and it starts about this, I think a couple, maybe friends, I guess. I have no idea. So they go into their house and they see VHS tapes. And bear in mind that you think it's going to be good from here, it really isn't. So they put in the first tape. Good lord, I'm trying to remember what the first tape was about now. And it's just, they put in these different tapes and the acting, in these tapes is so bad. I was laughing, I was cringing like this. I was like, oh god, please. These are one of those type of movies. It was awful. The acting, it's like they didn't even bother trying. It's the worst horror movie I've ever seen in my life. I was ashamed and embarrassed I even watched it. It's a good job I'm on a site that makes you watch movies for free. Doesn't make you watch movies. You can watch movies for free on there. Thank the Lord I didn't have to pay to watch that. It was the worst. And with me, I like to sit through a movie, no matter how bad it is, out of curiosity. I can't leave a movie unfinished. And I was watching it. It's like, even when there was killings going on, or even there was like people screaming, it's like, the women screams like, ah. I was like, oh god, no. And the acting is so like, it's like it's out of tune. You know how you see someone in a talent show or like on a YouTube video anywhere, and the way they're singing is so out of tune that they can't sing properly. It's like acting, but this time the acting was so off. It's almost like it needed to be altered for it to be good. I even think if the producers did voice altering for these, or that I don't even think they would improve. It wouldn't make a tad difference. It was like the voices and everything was so out of sync and out of tune. It was in sync because of words, you can hear the words and whatnot. But if you know what I mean. And the sound was so poor as well, the sound effects as well. It wasn't even needed. There's a part where there was a zombie, and it was just so pointless to have a zombie cassette tape in. And that part with the zombies coming in, well, when the guy turned into a zombie then, after seeing a woman eating like a corpse or something, because she turned into a zombie, and he watches apartment or something like that, and then somebody turned into a zombie. Oh, not, I don't even know what he turned. I didn't know how to explain this, guys. I don't know how to explain this type of movie. It was so odd. It's like the other VHS movies where there's better special effects, more meaning. This one shouldn't have been even made. I don't know how it got on there and what. I don't know who gave these producers permission to put it up there and how they thought they got accepted. I hope it's just a project that was put up there that I could say, you know what, this needs a lot of improvement. But if people pass this off and think it's a good movie, it was awful. It's not what I expected it to be. It was just so silly and so tedious. And it's like when this guy's maybe sort of hero. There was a radio saying there's a zombie hunter or something, and then this guy just overdoses of medication or something like that, and that he gets up after a while and he turns into a zombie. And it was the quality was kind of like 1960s or something. And then one of the other videos was more, was it a clown involved? I honestly can't remember what that one was about. I don't know if there was a clown. Then there was a part where a woman was in a wheelchair, and she has a husband. She comes home to, or he comes back to, and he was abusing her and stuff. Even the slapping, it was so bad. It was so not. I mean, it's bad anyway, but it was so out of tune and ineffective. There's no sound effect to the slap at all. It wasn't even realistic. It was terrible acting. And at the end, I think he did. I think he killed her or something like that. And then she just came back up, but she just regenerated after taking something like a potion that a friend of hers gave. Good Lord, I can't even remember what the other one or two more was. And then gradually, after each tape, this couple have started having some sort of side effects to it. What? I don't even make any sense to me. I'll get creeped out with that. Even I can make a better movie than that. At least have some good actors in it. Good Lord, like Paranormal Activity and the other VHS movies are on a different level. They're on a different level compared to whatever that rubbish was. So if you search up worst horror movies, Death by VHS didn't even come on there. Are they serious? That should be number one, being in the worst of all movies. I'm even shocked Paranormal Activity wasn't even on that list, because it's one of the greatest horror movies I've ever seen on my life. One of the scariest. It can make you paranoid. I can't remember if I even used that word in that video. If I didn't, then I'm using it now, because that movie can make you paranoid. The Blair Witch can make you paranoid. This Death by VHS, it was just all boring and pathetic. If you're gonna make a movie, at least make it where it's effective enough to be like, oh my god, it's gripping me, all tense and hide it behind the pillow. Not like, oh god, no, not this part. No, I'm not. Honestly, this is probably why I'm don't mind watching bad horror movies, because they make me laugh. They entertain me in a different way. It's like, what the hell am I watching? That should have been a horror comedy. Let me tell you that. That would have probably passed for being a comedy that had more jokes in it. Man. And wait till I tell you the other bad horror movies I got for you. I was watching one the other day called Happy Birthday. I'm not going to talk about that now, but I've got to tell you, that was disappointing. It wasn't bad. It could have been done differently. It's not these horror movies are bad. Death by VHS was never going to improve. There's no improvements you can make to that. Whereas with the other bad horror movies I've seen, they could have done it differently where it could have been better. Like Territory. Like what else was it? Happy Birthday. I can't remember the other two more now. One or two more that I've seen that were bad. They could have been better. But this Death by VHS, it was nowhere near good enough. Yeah, it was. They had the whole anthology theme to it, like the other VHS movies did, but they just didn't have the acting involved to actually make it good. And it was so like the sound, the sound effects was poor, and especially with the background noise as well, it was awful. It felt like it was so dated. It felt like I was watching from 1999. That's how bad it was. Man, whoever says Paranormal Activity is bad acting out there, I dare anyone to watch Death by VHS and judge for yourself. Because if you really think Paranormal Activity is bad acting, man, you have not seen Death by VHS. That's the worst acting in history. And yet, the only thing I admire is that they're famous. They've probably been in better movies and TV shows. Fair enough, but that movie there should not have been made. And whoever produced that movie, take a long hard look at yourself in the mirror and watch that movie back, and if decide for yourself if you think it was really a good idea to make it. Damn. I mean, it was that bad of a movie that it was hard for me to explain. That I also find it hard to explain certain things, like if the how good the movie is, because sometimes movies can be good and I'm speechless with it. This one here is like, oh god, what else do I say about it? It was awful. This is one of the movie reviews that I've taken the most time in. But I need to find something more to say about these movies. God. I might do another bad movie review after this one just to make it even. I did two good ones. I'm going to do two bad ones. The next one's going to be bad, but I might, since there's two territory movies, I'm going to just combine them. If I can remember what exactly happened in those movies, that is. So don't forget to like, comment below. Please do not forget to subscribe. Hit the bell notification below and share it with everybody you know. And I will see you guys in the next video.